Welcome back everybody, you're joining me on a beautiful sunny day again. I've got lots of jobs on for this week that I need to get done. I've already shown the footage before this of Andy putting the gazebo up for me. He cut the poles for me and actually put the thing up for me yesterday, so really grateful for him for doing that. So first of all, I got some more compost at the weekend from, we went to Dobby's. I was going to do a little film, but I felt a bit self-conscious, to be honest, so and I thought I might get shouted at for filming. So I didn't bother, but a lot of you might be familiar with Dobby's anyway. They're a really good shop, although a little bit expensive maybe for some things. So from there as well, I treated myself to 3 different chili peppers. So I've got, is it pronounced Cheyenne or Cayenne? Cheyenne F1 for the patio, the orange one. Maku Piku, the maroon coloured one in the middle. That's probably a patio one as well. And hot banana. So, never grown those before. I thought they'll just make a nice addition and different from what I've already grown from seed. I've got 2 fuchsias as well. Oh, I forgot to bring out me, I've got a lemon verbena as well, which smells really strong of sherbet lemons. I absolutely love it. I've got a lemon balm up at the allotment. I thought it had died, but I had a look around yesterday and I found it in a pot, so yeah, I might try and take cuttings and grow more of that. I absolutely love the smell. What else? Yeah, they were like deals for like 3 for a tenner or 4 for a tenner. So yeah, I need to repot the fuchsias. I'm going to wait for these to show roots at the bottom before repotting those. I'm going to repot my tomatoes. Sorry. Repot my tomatoes, and these are cayenne peppers along here as well. I'm going to repot those into bigger pots. What else? Oh, I got as well from Dobby's another canner. It had been reduced to $2.49, and the compost in it was really dry, but it is sprouting in there, so I've just given it a good soak in last night, and I'll put that in a pot. I'm going to sow as well some pak choy Shanghai, some carrots. Now I'm going to start some off in some toilet tube rolls, toilet roll tubes, sorry. And I may grow some in a pot because I think at the allotment it's still really stony. When I extend it along the side where the pond is, where I've planted the hops and the runner beans, if when I clear that the soil's good there and I can get it fine, I may sow some straight in the ground, but I'm just going to have to see. But for today I just want to get some started because I keep forgetting about carrots. I've sown them for the last few years, and this year I've just kept putting it off because I want me ground to be right, whatever I plant them in, sow them in, sorry, to be right, because I always end up with them like corkscrews. The same with my parsnips. So as well as the carrots and the pak choy, I am going to sow some coleus. They can be sown any time of the year, and can either sow them and grow them as an annual or in a house plant. So I'm going to bring them in winter and try and keep them going this time. And some more spring onions as well. I want to sow some more of those. Now these say, according to the back of the packet, that I'm just a little bit too late to sow any more of these, but I'm going to try. because the red cherry tomatoes say sow by mid-April. One of my other packets of red cherry just have the whole of April, so we're only like a week into May, so I'm gonna just try it anyway. So there's those and some more dianthus. They also say by the end of April, but we're in May. But like I said, a week shouldn't make any difference, and those are a half-hardy perennial anyway, so I'll be bringing those in as well. So I've just got these dianthus to sow, and then that's it. I don't know how them carrots will fare, because this... Did I spit them when I talked? I think I did. I don't know how them carrots will fare, because the compost is quite fibrous. So normally I end up with really corkscrewy ones. You joining in, Betty? They're literally like a corkscrew, but I'm hoping they'll be a bit better than normal. I've sown 3 or 4 in the same tube, and then I'll just thin them out to the strongest one. And some of my other jobs for this week, fix the rabbit hutch. Ellie's been chewing the back of the run, so a rat could get in. I'm going to drain the fish pond and top it back up again. I'm not going to waste the water. I do use the water to water the plants, because I've got fish in. There's a lot of fish poop in there, and it does seem to do the plants good. And we've got some goldfish that are in a tank indoors that somebody gave us. They've been raised as little fry in a tank, so we've just been waiting for spring to come round, but I think they'll go into shock if we try and put them straight in that water. It's like pea soup around there, so I'm just going to try and do it mainly by hand with the watering can and spread it around the garden. But it takes a long time, so I may end up putting the filter on and kind of guide it over some of the flower beds at the back of the pond, I mean. I am going to plant my dahlias out as well and put some greenhouse shading up. It is scorching today, so I'm a bit worried about the stuff that's in there. Two more little jobs I wanted to do as well is put a little bolt on the chickens, a little door at the back there, because it slides across and I'm scared a cat or a fox will get its paw on it and be able to open it, so I need to get that done as soon as possible really. And as well, over there near the pond, I want to, if I can find anything to use, make another little miniature wildlife pond, maybe there at the back. I may not get round to that though. Well, I've made a start. As you can see, I've not done very much, but I'll carry on tomorrow. I've got soggy socks where I've sloshed. This is the reality of having chickens on an allotment. You've got to come even when it's raining. We're going to set up a rota though, so we take it in turns. So I didn't film the other day. Just hold that a minute, Connor. I didn't film them the other day when we brought them because there were a lot of children about, and I don't like to film other people's children. So we've just come. It's about 9:20 now, just to let them out. Morning, ladies. Hello. Hello. Have we got fire? It's like a little palace in here for them. She's done them a swing, little cabbage hammock. There's toys to play with. We've even got a little xylophone over there. I think she's done a brilliant job. She's made it fox-proof as much as she can. I'm confident they'll be safe in here. Like I said, I think she's done an amazing job of it. So we're just sheltering from the rain, aren't we, Connor, for a second? Yeah. At least you're not doing maths this morning.
Yeah, it's good.
You're a bit soggy. Yeah. They can shelter under here if they wanted to. So I'm just going to quickly check on my plot and then we're heading off home. There's not much point in staying in this. Can't believe I'm even doing this. Drilling a hole in the back of my wardrobe just to turn the pond pump on. This isn't cutting it. The problem is the plug for the pond pump comes through the back wall into my craft room. This is one of those really heavy stag wardrobes with all my craft stuff in it, and it weighs a ton. And I used to be able to shuffle it forward a little bit, but we've put another storage thing right at the side of it. There's no room in here. It's an absolute tip. So the only option really is to cut an hole. Just guess where the sockets are and cut an hole and see if I can get my hand through. You know when you just want to do one simple little job? I'm getting cranky now. for the love of sanity. I went and pulled the plug out the back as well, didn't I? I've made an hole in just the right place, just enough to get my finger through, but there's no plug in it in the socket. So I'm going to have to make a bigger hole because the plug's behind there somewhere. Well, I've got to laugh. This is the next day. I couldn't carry on last night because we had to take Connor to his scouts group. So I've continued this morning, made a bigger hole, and I'd forgotten that it's a double socket, so where I needed the plug to be was a bit further along. So I made the hole bigger and the plug's in and it's actually switched on, so I've made a big hole in the back of my wardrobe for nothing. I can laugh about it today though. The night before last I'd only had 2 hours sleep, so if that. That means there's 2 plugs outside. I've either plugged in the wrong one or the pump might be dead. Now last year it did keep playing up and I had to keep jolting it to start it, which meant obviously I don't want to be dangerous and put my hand in the water if it's a bit iffy. So I was having to keep switching it off and then pull it out the pond and give it a jolt and then, you know, backwards and forwards. I'm just hoping it works because pond pumps for the size that I need aren't cheap really. Anyway, that's that. I think the pump's dead, but I'm going to take it to bits and see if I can do whatever, I don't know. I can't hear if it's trying to work or with the background noise, but I can't even feel any vibration. Must have heard me. Yeah, otherwise I'm back to trying to empty the pond by hand. So. I don't really need the rain filling it back up, do I? I was using some of it to water the front garden, but people are collecting the kids from school and now I just look like a nut watering the plants in the rain. The back garden's getting saturated. I've put loads on this morning, then I've done some more school with Connor. Now it's raining. It's heard me saying I'm going to take the dogs for a walk. I shall not give in. Never. Okay, so that's what I've got up to now. So I've got to my first ledge where the flag iris is on. The flag iris actually is in a canvas bag because the roots are so strong that they can penetrate a pond liner apparently, but it's getting a bit big now. So you see, I don't know how far to go down. My original plan was to empty it fully and put the fish in something, but that will put these fish into shock then. So part of the reason I'm doing this is so that the fish out of the house in the fish tank won't go into shock. So, see, I've got it down to near the bottom before in previous years, and when I fill it back up, it looks just as mucky, but at least it will be cleaner. It'll have more oxygen in it and things. So I think for now, see, he's got another 1.5 foot or up to there. See, it's like a bowl shape in the middle. It's got about that much more depth up to there. See, I wanted to totally clear that ledge there and be able to stand on it and more easily scoop out bits, but I don't know, there doesn't seem that much slop at the bottom. I'm going to break my stick here. Now, normally I'd put it on the side of the pond, but sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's quite heavy, that. It stinks. So I'm just going to let that drain a little bit and put the slop in this bucket here. And I'll use that on the garden. It back up now. I'm using tap water, which you shouldn't really do that with fish or any pond, I don't think, if you're not going to treat it with something, but I probably won't fill it right to the top with tap water. I'll let the rain do some of it because I think we're in for some more by the looks of things. So it's still going to look green at first, but it should settle, and then I'll put the fish in there from indoors. Yeah, so that's the pond saga nearly over with. I went to go and get changed. It's nice to have dry socks on. My feet were that wet, they'd gone all wrinkly.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.